Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back. Got a combine to work on, specifically a corn head to work on this week. We're going to try and get this done and out of here before the end of the week. I don't know if we'll make it or not, but we'll see how it goes. So today, it's a little rainy out, but it's warm. It's the nicest warm day we've had in a while and probably will have for a while. So I'm thinking it's combine power washing day. I don't really want to do that, but that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take the combine out. We're going to flip it around. We're going to unhook the head. We're going to set it back in the front up there by all the parts, and then just take the combine outside and work on power washing that for most of the day. So let's get moving stuff. All right, let's do some moving here. Go out and turn around. We'll get the corn head off. So I don't like how much pressure it puts on my stalk stompers when I unhook this on the ground. So I put a couple of blocks under those pads, one on each side. And we're gonna set it just like that. That looks way better. If I can get out of here without it falling off. It's a little tight with the stalk stompers underneath the feeder house and getting it low enough to get the front hooks off. Close. There we go. Those two stalk stompers in the middle underneath catch the bottom of the feeder house, and you got to have it really tight to get these hooks to clear that bar there. So anyway, we'll take the combine outside. I'm going to open the grain tank covers up, and we'll do our heavy power washing here today. Got a little cleaning up on our floor to do here too. We'll get to that. We'll get our power washer out. I'm going to get my pants and boots and coats and all the rest of that stuff on. Maybe I'll find a GoPro and set up a time lapse or something here, but yeah, I'll work on this for a while. Brock's going to be here this afternoon. I was going to have him cleaning up corn head parts over here. We'll see how the power washing's going. Maybe we'll do that instead today because the weather's nice. And by nice, I mean it's in the high 40s. It's not nice. It's just not as bad. So, but yeah, all these need cleaned up so we can get them painted too. But we'll get there. All right, we got everything set up here. I'm just going to use this without the wand on there, just a short thing, and we're going to climb up underneath and work under the shields quite a bit here to start with. Oh, this is no fun, but he's done. Let's get started. Hi. Does it look cleaner? No. It is. It's a lot cleaner. I just didn't do the outside shield so it doesn't look like it. My waterproof gloves were full of water. My waterproof coat did not keep my sleeves dry or my my pants are mostly dry, I think. I don't know, I haven't taken those off yet, but let's look around. well, there's some dirt on the floor, so we definitely got something off, but I feel like I did a pretty good job underneath here. Started on this side. This side wasn't too bad. We'll need to rinse stuff down yet, but I even did the inside of the side panels. Got all that cleaned off. Came around the front of the feeder house. Got this pretty well cleaned off. Up underneath the cabin there. We've got a pond here because our drain is getting plugged up. Annual thing, or a couple times a year that happens. And then we did this side, and this side was not fun. Not fun at all, but I got a lot off of it. I'm not saying we're done by any means, but it's at least better than it was. So, we did not do anything up high. That's probably what needs to happen this afternoon, is we go up on top of the combine in the grain tank, top of the cab, start at the top and work our way down kind of stuff. But the problem with washing on big equipment, especially combines, is the dirt just flies from one spot to another, and you got to hit it to get it loose, you know, to get the spot clean. But then as you go somewhere else, you just blow dirt onto that spot, and so you kind of got to hit everything, and then at the end you rinse from the top down and just low pressure let everything wash down to the ground. Once it's on the ground, it's off the combine. All right, it's about lunchtime. I'm gonna go eat, and I need to get some supplies and stuff, so I'm gonna run to town and grab some things. By the time I get back, Brock should be here, hopefully washing on the combine. Well, Brock washed the outside of the combine down. I've been working on it for a while. I don't know how he's doing. Having fun yet? How's it going? I see you did the easy stuff. The shield's on the outside. The satisfying part. Yeah, uh-huh. You missed a spot. I suppose I should clean the floor up while he's working out there. Also, we got a little more cleaning on the corn head to do now that it's not attached to the combine. I can get to a few more spots. It's not too bad, though. Swept the floor up there. We have a few things to do to this corn head while it's sitting in here, and we can do it. One of them was this chain. So there's a chain that drives off of this input shaft here, right? So this is the PTO shaft that hooks up to the combine that drives the head. And then there's a slip clutch. And then it goes onto this sprocket. And this sprocket, or actually that might be part of the slip clutch. Anyway, that drives the auger onto this big sprocket, right? That's the chain that does it. Our tensioner was all the way down to the bottom, and the chain was a little bit loose. So I went ahead and took it off thinking, oh, we could take a link out of it. But I got to looking at it and inspecting a little bit, and well, the end of that chain's not moving. That feels like a lot. It's stretched pretty good. Got a lot of wear to this one. I don't know. I'm sure this isn't the original chain, but this one doesn't get as much wear as the ones on the combine do, so it does not get replaced annually. One, it's on a corn head only, so it's not running, you know, for half the crops or more than half the crops because we're doing beans. And two, it turns much, much slower than what the ones on the combine do. The tailings and the feeder house chain and the unload auger chain on the combine. So this one doesn't wear as fast. We run it a lot longer, but I think it is due for replacement. Other nice thing is, though, without that chain on there, we can turn this auger by hand manually, which when you're painting it, be pretty handy. So we're just going to leave that off for now. Looks like I got a little more dirt in there we got to clean up, but that's no big deal. Okay, another thing is this drive shaft gets incredibly difficult to slide and to move and to get coupled onto the combine sometimes. And so I want to take it apart, and we'll clean up the slide portion of it. And this coupler here, we're going to just blow this out with some air and try and get all the dust and crap out from behind the little locking balls in there and stuff, because, well, it's not fun when you got to fight with that. Fortunately, we don't hook and unhook the corn head very often. We just leave it on the combine most of the time, but it's still nice for it to work when you need it to. Should, but clean it up a little bit. See what we can do. All right, I got it cleaned off, cleaned out, cleaned up, blown off. Whatever. Let's try and slide this back together. Is it indexed? It is. It's gotta go like that. Like that. Like, come on. It's close. There. Nope. There. Oh yeah. Just needed a little lubrication. Much better. Oh yeah. Now I'm dirty. Better. Much better. Okay. What else do we need to do to this? I know I've got some light bulbs out. I think one of these rear stubble lights and one of my flashers bulbs are bad, but I'm not sure which one. And so easiest way to figure that out is to hook up the combine and try them. So we're gonna wait on that. Do a little washing, but we can't do it with Brock washing outside, even though he's not using the power washer. I think maybe we're good here. We got to check the oil inside of this. So this is a oil bath. There's a chain in there, so the other off of this drive shaft, right, comes through there, and then it goes through the side, and there's another sprocket on the other side. There's a big chain inside there, an idler, and then another sprocket, and that's connected to the hex shaft that runs across the bottom of the head, right there, that shaft. And that goes through all of the row unit gearboxes, which all have their own slip clutch on them right here, but it's what spins their gathering chains and our snapping rolls. This head, being an 8-row, is only driven from one side, so all of them drive off of this one oil bath on this side. There's not one on the other end. The 12 rows and the bigger ones drive off of both sides. So, yeah. We do need to check gearbox oil. Basically, there's a dipstick inside in this plug here on every row. We'll just pull that out and make sure that we've got sufficient amounts of oil and that it looks decent in there. One thing I should do, clearly we're not able to get cleaned up underneath these sprockets very good. There's like a snap ring, retaining ring on here. You can take that off, pop these sprockets off, and we can see what that stuff looks like underneath there. Somebody was saying something in the comments about there being a bushing in there or something that somebody else had that was wore out. I don't know. I mean, that comes straight out of the gearbox, so I don't really think there's a bushing in there, but we can take it apart and look at it. So there's our retaining ring and a little washer that goes on the top. Here is our sprocket, just on a hex shaft. And here's what's underneath there, including some dirt that we can pick out. Get the air gun out, probably. Try and clean that out of there a little better. There's got a rubber seal there. Is that rubber? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what possibly could wear underneath there. So I'll clean it up and look at it a little closer, but I think they're fine. Yeah, I don't know. All looks fine to me. Cleaned up all right. There's a lot of dirt in there. I think we're going to have to take all those off and clean them up. But I don't see anything that I would consider to be concerning excessive wear or anything that looks like it's loose or in bad shape. So run them. All right. I'm starting to get some pricing back on some chemicals, and time to make some decisions on that stuff for next year. It's not time yet. I got a little bit of time, but we're getting the information around to do that. So I have a spreadsheet that I use to compare everybody's stuff, and I was getting the first prices input into that, so that's done. We'll see how Brock's doing with the combine. He's been using the hose for a while without the power washer. You still having fun?
Yeah, got a lot done from the engine department. Yeah.
That's good. Did you get that stuff on the back above the chopper?
Yeah.
That was bad. It doesn't look bad for day one of power washing. It sure doesn't look bad. There was a whole bunch of stuff up there. Got a lot of it. There's still stuff, but not as bad as it was. This will end up in the shop getting rinsed down with a hose for a while. So, plus we got to get the stairs out yet and do up on the unloading auger. Maybe I should do that now. Be nice to power wash that. I know, I have a man lift. 2 of them, in fact. Neither one of them is here. They're both down at the seed warehouse. This is here, and it's not too bad. So let us get up in here, get this auger a little bit better. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, get a different angle on some of this stuff. Get it rinsed down. It never ends. I'm just starting, so I shouldn't say that, but yeah. Hey, can you do that one hand above your head thing again? Brock tried to reach up there from the ground and had the gun in his hand, reached out like this, and he pulled this trigger, and it immediately flew back behind his head because there's too much pressure to do that. So you need the short nozzle. I'm going this way. All right, well, let's work on cleaning this stuff up a little bit more here. I'm going to take these sprockets apart. These are the front idler sprockets for the gathering chains. We're done out here for the night. How am I supposed to get in there, though? If I film this, I'm going to fall. Get out of the way. If I film this, I'm going to fall. If I do it without filming it, you guys aren't going to like me, so. Oh, gosh. That's a long ways to go. A very small landing pad. We made it. We got a ways to go yet. We're getting there. I decided not to pick the head up yet. I didn't get a chance to wash that stuff. Yeah, because obviously we were using the water outside, so we'll do that and we'll pick it up later. Well, I got all of these taken apart, all of our sprockets, and actually these don't seem too bad. I kind of went through and checked all those bearings. I thought when I was taking them apart there was 1 or 2 that seemed a little bit loose, but they're all tight. I mean, they all turn, they're all nice, and there's no wiggle to them, so I think those are in good shape. We'll clean them up a little bit more, or wire wheel them off, but yeah, now we just got a pile of parts to clean up here. I am still working on these sprockets. That first one, this one, I pulled it right off by hand, no problems. That one was a giant pain in the butt. This one is not any better, and so I have a feeling these are all going to be a struggle, and we're going to take them off and clean them shafts up and never sees the crap out of them before they go back together. But yeah, not real fun here. All right, I've had enough for tonight, so I'm going home. Brock said he might come back Thursday afternoon, which means if we're going to paint by the end of the week, I got to clean all this stuff up. Crap. Okay. Well, we'll see how tomorrow goes. We'll keep working on this stuff, cleaning parts, and trying to get all of these top sprockets off, which is turning out to be rather difficult. I might need to find a better puller. I have a puller, but it doesn't have a lock, and it keeps slipping off of the sprocket. Might need to find one with a lock. I thought we had one, but I can't find it. So anyway, we'll figure that out tomorrow. Always plenty of stuff to work on. We won't run out of things to do, and we can always keep washing. So it looks pretty good. For day one of cleaning, actually, it looks really good. We did a good job with the air hose, which made this go a lot better. So not done, but it's not going to take us as long as it normally does. That's a good thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Appreciate it. It helps more people see my videos, which is the ultimate goal here, I guess. If you do like it and you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Appreciate that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Shop work. This is what we do all winter.